We have some valuable coins for you, so don't spend one of them. So watch our complete video and find your treasure. This coin could make you rich overnight. Number 1, we're turning our attention to a small but mighty piece of American history, the United States 1-cent coin from 1987. This humble penny, which you might have overlooked in your pocket change, could hold incredible value. Stay tuned as we uncover its fascinating story, unique features, and how this seemingly ordinary coin could fetch you a life-changing sum of money. Let's set the stage. The year was 1987, a time when the United States was bustling with economic growth, cultural milestones, and global influence. Amidst all of this, the United States Mint was busy producing billions of coins for daily use. Among them was the 1-cent coin, known as the Lincoln cent, featuring the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. While billions of these pennies were struck in 1987, what makes this particular coin stand out today is its rarity and pristine, uncirculated condition. Think about it, how often do we handle pennies without giving them a second thought? Most are used, scratched, and tossed around in daily transactions. Finding one that has survived decades without a single blemish or sign of wear is incredibly rare, and that's what makes collectors go wild for this coin. Let's take a closer look at its design. On the front of the coin, you'll see Abraham Lincoln's profile, a timeless tribute to one of America's most beloved presidents. This design by Victor David Brenner has graced the penny since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Below Lincoln's bust, you'll find the year 1987 inscribed, with the mint mark indicating whether the coin was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial is beautifully depicted. If you look closely at the memorial on a high-quality coin, you can actually spot a tiny representation of Lincoln seated inside, a remarkable detail that's easy to overlook on worn-out pennies. This design by Frank Gasparo is a celebration of Lincoln's legacy and a reminder of his pivotal role in American history. Now, what makes the 1987 1-cent coin so special for collectors? It's not just about its age. After all, 1987 doesn't feel like that long ago for many of us. The key lies in its condition and unique characteristics. Coins that have never entered circulation and remain in their original mint state are extremely rare. These coins retain their original luster, sharp details, and vibrant appearance, which makes them highly desirable among collectors. Even more intriguing are coins with minting errors from 1987. These errors could range from doubled dies to off-center strikes, or even coins made from the wrong metal. Error coins are considered treasures because they are unintentional, making them one-of-a-kind pieces that stand out in any collection. If you happen to have a 1987 penny with a noticeable error, its value could skyrocket beyond your wildest expectations. But even without errors, the 1987 1-cent coin can be incredibly valuable if it's in flawless, uncirculated condition. Coins like these are graded by professional numismatists, with the highest grades fetching the highest prices. Grading takes into account factors like sharpness of design, absence of scratches, and overall eye appeal. If your coin achieves a high grade, you're looking at a potential goldmine. Now, you're probably wondering, how much could this coin actually be worth? That's the part everyone is waiting for. Imagine finding a simple penny from 1987 tucked away in a jar or an old drawer, only to discover it's worth a staggering $30,000. That's right, $30,000 for a single cent. It's incredible to think that something so small and seemingly ordinary could hold such immense value. So, if you've got an old stash of coins or happen to come across a 1987 penny, take a closer look. It might just be the treasure you didn't know you had. Number 2, we're diving into an exciting story that centers around a coin you might have overlooked, the United States of America 1 cent from 1982. This humble penny could be far more valuable than you ever imagined, and by the end of this video, you'll find out why some of these coins have turned into treasures worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, stay tuned, because you won't want to miss a single detail. The year 1982 was a turning point for the penny in the United States, marking an important shift in how these coins were made. Prior to 1982, pennies were composed primarily of copper, giving them their distinctive reddish-brown color and weight. However, in that year, due to the rising cost of copper, the U.S. Mint made a significant change. They began producing pennies primarily from zinc, with a thin copper coating. As a result, two distinct types of pennies were minted in 1982: copper and copper-plated zinc. This transition created a unique situation for collectors. Not only were there two different compositions to look out for, But there were also variations in design, such as large and small date fonts. With so many variations minted in the same year, the 1982 penny has become one of the most intriguing coins in modern numismatics. Now, let's take a closer look at how to identify the 1982 penny and why some of them are considered so special. If you're holding a 1982 penny and wondering whether it's copper or zinc, there's an easy way to find out. Copper pennies weigh approximately 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies weigh only 2.5 grams. A simple digital scale can help you determine which type you have. The copper pennies are particularly sought after, as fewer of them were minted compared to their zinc counterparts, but it's not just the composition that has collectors buzzing. There's also the matter of condition. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, are always more desirable. If you happen to have a 1982 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, its value could already be significantly higher than face value. Adding to the excitement is the possibility of minting errors. The US Mint produces billions of pennies each year, and errors are bound to happen. Some 1982 pennies have been discovered with striking mistakes, such as double die errors, off-center strikes, or even planchet errors. These coins are incredibly rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. The holy grail of 1982 pennies, however, is the elusive copper penny with the small date design. This particular variation is one of the rarest pennies ever minted and has become legendary among coin enthusiasts. If you're lucky enough to find one of these, you could be looking at a life-changing discovery. So, how much could a 1982 penny actually be worth? Most 1982 pennies are worth their face value or slightly more if they're in good condition. But for those rare variations, especially the small date copper pennies, the value skyrockets, and now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you have a 1982 United States 1-cent coin with the right combination of rarity, composition, and condition, it could be worth an astounding $35,000. Yes, you heard that right, $35,000 for a single penny. Who would have thought that something so small and seemingly ordinary could hold such incredible value? So, start checking those old coin jars, pocket change, or even your family's collection. That penny you've overlooked for years might just be the hidden treasure you've been waiting for. If you enjoyed learning about this fascinating piece of coin history and want to discover more incredible stories about valuable coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. We've got plenty more treasures to uncover together. Number 3, where we uncover the hidden stories and surprising values behind some of the most fascinating coins in history. Today, we're diving into a piece of American history that might just be hiding in your collection, the 1980 United States 1-cent coin. This little coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but it could be worth far more than its face value. Stick around to the very end to find out just how much this penny might fetch in today's market. Spoiler alert, you won't want to miss this. Let's start by talking about the history of this coin and the time in which it was minted. The year 1980 was a significant period in American history. Ronald Reagan was on the cusp of becoming president, disco was still hanging on, and the economy was navigating through a period of high inflation. The 1-cent coin was as much a part of everyday life as it had been since its introduction, serving as a key piece of currency for small purchases and transactions. The 1980 penny is part of the Lincoln Cent series, which had already been in circulation for over 70 years by then. Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile had adorned the front of the penny since 1909, marking the centennial of his birth. This enduring design is one of the most recognized coin images in the world. It connects Americans to their history and symbolizes values like unity and perseverance. Coins like this are not just currency, they are miniature time capsules, giving us a glimpse into the lives and values of those who use them. Now let's take a closer look at the design of the 1980 penny. On the obverse, you'll find the classic bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's thoughtful expression and fine detailing capture the reverence with which Americans hold their 16th president. Beneath Lincoln's bust is the date, 1980, accompanied by the mint mark, which indicates where the coin was struck. Most 1980 pennies bear either a D4 Denver or no mint mark at all, which signifies they were minted in Philadelphia. On the reverse side of the coin, there's the striking image of the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Look closely, and you'll see an incredible detail. Lincoln's statue can be spotted in the center of the memorial, a small but remarkable feature that highlights the artistry of this coin. The words United States of America curve along the top, with E pluribus unum and 1 cent completing the design. This side of the coin is a tribute to national unity and the enduring legacy of Lincoln's leadership. What makes the 1980 penny particularly interesting to collectors is its potential for unique features and rare conditions. While billions of these coins were minted for circulation, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is a true treasure. Over time, most pennies from this era have seen extensive wear, scratches, and discoloration from daily use. But a coin that has been carefully preserved, showing no signs of wear or damage, can be incredibly valuable. Even more exciting are the rare minting errors that occasionally occurred during production. Errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or variations in the metal composition can make a coin truly one of a kind. Collectors prize these mistakes because they are anomalies in an otherwise standardized process, adding an element of intrigue and exclusivity to the coin. If you're lucky enough to discover a 1980 penny with one of these errors, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Let's talk about the market value of these coins. A standard 1980 penny that shows signs of wear is typically worth its face value, 1 cent. However, coins in near-perfect, uncirculated condition can fetch several dollars. Add a minting error or some other unique feature, and the price can skyrocket. Collectors and numismatists are always on the hunt for rare finds, and auctions for error coins often lead to jaw-dropping final bids. Now comes the moment you've been waiting for, the true value of a 1980 United States 1-cent coin. If you have a 1980 penny in flawless, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a rare and desirable minting error, its worth could soar to $40,000. Yes, you heard that right, $40,000 for a single penny. Imagine stumbling upon this tiny treasure in your collection or spotting one at a garage sale. It's a reminder that some of the most valuable things can come in the smallest packages. So, take a closer look at your coins. You might just discover